Hi, welcome back to Grains and Small Places. If you're new around here, my name's Kara. Welcome to my channel. Typically, I do fresh milled flour, recipes, tips, tricks, all the things, but I also share with you my Azure hauls. So today, this one's a little bit smaller because my last one last month was pretty big. So I wasn't sure if I was actually going to do a haul this month, but I ended up needing a couple things, so I decided let's go ahead and do it. I'm in an area that I can get one, so I'm going to go through everything with you to just let you see what we got. If you're new to Azure and you're interested in placing an order, I do have a coupon code to save you some money off of your first order over $100. I'll make sure to put a link and that coupon code down in the description box below. So let's go ahead and get started. So I wanted to, last month I got the variety fruit and veggie box, I believe is what they call it on there. And it was really fun. So I decided to go ahead and get another one. So this has just a whole bunch of different fruits and vegetables. All of them are organic, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that one out last so that we can go through that because I want to go ahead and get this one in my refrigerator. So, oh, and I got to see a few of you guys at the drop today, so that was really fun, and thanks for saying hi, and I'm glad we got to see each other. And so this is the first box. I want to get this in my refrigerator. I didn't get any frozen items this time. So when you place your order, after they ship your order, it'll send you something down in your order and it'll say how many cases you have. So cases could mean like a box of something, a bag of something. They repack boxes. So some of these larger boxes will have multiple things in them, but the one box counts as one case. So I'll also get those big bags of like Kamut or hard white or whatever you've seen me get in the past. That will count as one case. Occasionally I've gotten like a little envelope with some seasonings in it, and that will count as a case. So just basically one thing with a label with your name on it, and you'll know how many actual things with labels on that you'll get. So that's how that works. And this I did not get last order because it was out of stock. So this is one of the reasons I decided to go ahead and get it this time, because I'm out completely of mozzarella cheese. So I go ahead and get a case of this. I usually, since it's individually wrapped, I can get away with keeping this in my fridge, but you could put some of these in your freezer as well. But I want to go ahead and get these in my refrigerator now, because it was a really warm day today, but it's the drop pickup this time. In the past, a lot of times it's been like in the afternoon or early morning, or late morning, I guess. But this drop was at 8 a.m., so it was a little early, a little bit earlier than what in the past it has been. So luckily, since it's supposed to be really warm today, which we haven't had any warm days for pretty much since we've been back to Ohio. So, I mean, we've had some warm days, but it's supposed to be in like the 80s, and it's been just so rainy and pretty cold, like unseasonably cold. So I also they put this in by itself, which usually something like this would be in a big box, but I went ahead and got the Nancy's cream cheese. So you know that I love their sour cream. I have tried their cream cheese before, and this is just the spreadable kind, so I'm excited about that. And we did enjoy it, but I don't always get it every time. So it's kind of like a special treat to get the spreadable cream cheese rather than the bricks or homemade cream cheese. I do make that a lot. I have a video on how to do that, one of my older videos, where I show you like yogurt to make in your Instapot and how to turn that into like a faux cream cheese. So I do have that video out there. So let me get this one in the fridge as well. Okay, and we'll go ahead and get to the next one. Also, when you get your orders, all of the boxes will have like an arrow pointing which way the box should be facing, or it'll say top. And usually whatever side the sticker is on with the name needs to be facing up because of whatever reason. If there's liquid in there or anything like that, that just means that's how it was packed. So sometimes it matters depending on what you get, and sometimes it doesn't. But when you unload, I've been to a couple different Azure Standard drops where everybody usually helps everybody unload the truck. So the big semi truck will come to your drop location, and every coordinator handles it differently, but sometimes they will unload the pallet and just kind of call off names of people, of whose order it is. And then other times they'll lay out like clipboards with names on it, and then you stand in a big line, everybody gets a box, you put it in where the person's name is. So, and then everybody waits till the whole thing's done before you take your boxes home, make sure everybody put their boxes in the right places and all of that. So it's kind of a fun thing. If for some reason, like, you can't carry heavy things or anything, there's always, at all the drops I've ever been to, has been somebody or multiple people willing to help. Sometimes even the driver is willing to help if you can't lift something and you need to get it to your car or anything like that. So everybody's always really nice and helpful there. Okay, so this is my next box. I did order some things that I've never ordered before, so I thought that that would be fun to share with you as well. This is Pure Castile Liquid Soap. I got the unscented mild, and this is Azure's brand of the Castile soap, so I guess this is like similar to Dr. Bronner's, but we wanted to start. I have a particular liquid hand soap that I like to use, and it gets really expensive and I can't find it locally anywhere. I have to order it everywhere. The first place I ever bought it actually was from Bread Becker's in Georgia, and ever since then I've had to order it. So I figured, and it's a glycerin hand soap, and it's one of the only liquid hand soaps that don't dry out my hands after a while. So I got some things to see if I could recreate this glycerin hand soap. It's basically this and glycerin, so I bet you can guess what else is in one of these boxes. And then this is one of their shampoo bars. So we've tried a few shampoo bars, not from Azure, from other places. And my daughter really likes the shampoo bars, and I like the shampoo bars, but not so much the conditioner bars, which this one's just shampoo. This says it's dill, rosemary, lavender, and it's like a Castile. Okay, and it is paraben-free, phthalates-free. I might be saying that wrong. No artificial fragrances, dyes, or preservatives, and so we'll give this a try. And never had it before, so I don't know. I know that some of their Castile products are like their new products. So every month you'll get like a sales flyer, which I'm assuming is one of these boxes, and it'll show you all the things they have coming out new, all the things that they have on sale. Every month they usually run a sale. Sometimes they run more than just a monthly sale, and they'll have special things that you can grab. And then you put it in your cart, and then you get the sale price if you check out. And if you check out before the date of shipping, like it gives you a certain day, like say it'll ship on the 10th and you have to have your order in by the 6th or something like that. Those are just made up numbers, and you will go ahead and put your order in. You can check out all the way up until that 6th, that time, and then at that time, even if you place your order like say on the 1st, you can add things and take things out of your cart. It won't charge your card until basically it ships. So and speaking of new, I did hear Matt was doing some research and found out that Azure Standard is looking to put in a second, like, big location in, I think, South Point, Ohio. So this will give everybody on the East Coast or on the east of the Mississippi like a huge, exciting option. I imagine this will open things up to being able to get fresher items, faster items. Items like, I know there are some dairy products that'll say if I order it to Ohio or Florida or wherever on the East Coast, it'll say it may be expired by then, so don't order it. So because it's coming all the way from Oregon, it is in a refrigerated truck, but you know, it can take several days to get there. So I think this is exciting, and I'm not sure how long it'll take to get it finished, but I imagine this will open up all kinds of new possibilities. So I just wanted to share that with you. If you know anything about that, let me know down in the comments below, because we just saw an article about that. So I don't know if it's a for sure thing or like they're looking into it. But last haul, I got Dr. Bronner's toothpaste, and that's actually starting to grow on me. But I had mentioned to you that I haven't found a toothpaste that I really like, and this was one that a lot of you recommended to try from them. This is the Silver Earth Paste Peppermint, so we'll give this one a try and see which one. This one is actually from Redmond Reels Salt Company, so I think that's interesting as well. So we'll go ahead and give this one a try and see which one we like better. So let's see what's in this box. Okay, all that's in this box is a book. And they do have some fun books. I love, guilty pleasure, I love cookbooks, but this one is a maple syrup cookbook. So I thought this might be pretty awesome to look through, maybe give some inspiration and some ideas. I really like to use maple syrup when I can. I do have a wonderful maple bread that you use maple syrup as the sweetener in the bread loaf. I'll put that recipe down in the description box below. That one is a nice like soft sandwich bread made with 100% fresh milled flour. So I'll make sure to put that recipe down in the description box. Or you can find it on my blog at grainsinsmallplaces.net. Okay, and then this is the big box. It does say that this is the top, but I may have to put it on its side to open it. Which at this point, they're my items, so if I damage something, that's on me. But I don't think I have anything in here that's gonna get damaged by laying it on its side. But sometimes I don't remember what I get. So unboxing these is like Christmas. Yes, I can open up my order and see what I got and everything, but I kind of like the little surprise that it gives. Like on the way home, Matt was trying to look through the variety fruit and veggie box and was like, oh, I'm so excited about some of the things. I said, don't tell me, don't tell me. I want to see at the same time that I show you. So, okay, so this is my big box. Now you'll notice this order, I did not get like any large bags of grain because I just restocked on my last video. So if you are interested in seeing the quality of their grains, every order that I get grains, I will open them up at the end of the video and pour them in the bucket and kind of just show you the quality of the grains. I've never had any bad grains or anything like that, but I do want to note they do sell animal feed grain and chicken feed grain. And it's very possible that some people may accidentally be putting that in their cart or purchasing that rather than the other. Maybe it's less expensive or I don't know, but that could be some of the discrepancy of like, there are some people that say that they get dirty grains from Azure. So I'm lucky to not be one of those, but I'm wondering if it's possible that maybe they accidentally put in feed grain or something like that maybe. But I did get one small bag of grain. So I did get some organic spelt. I just got a 5-pound bag because the last time I got spelt was actually from Guardian Grains, who they have wonderful wheat. They have like a few like heritage hard red varieties, and they have spelt and barley and a few of those things. So I do have a video where I unbox theirs and share a coupon code with those. But since I was already placing an order, my bucket only has about this much left. So I went ahead and did throw in a bag of the spelt. So I'll make sure to open this up and pour it in my bucket so I can show you the quality of the spelt. And the other thing would be this 5-pound bag of the Thai jasmine rice that's organic. This is really delicious rice. So I went ahead and I have only about this much left in my bucket for this. So we love like all the things, cilantro lime rice with this, Asian rice, stir fry, and like it's good for all the rice things. Okay, and then I did get a thing of organic onion powder just because we are out of that, and this is a pound. We've been out of this for a little while, so we've been substituting minced onion, which I got from them, but sometimes it's nice to just have onion powder so it's nice and smooth in certain sauces and seasonings. Okay, and then I did get another bag of my favorite salt. I have a whole video talking about my favorite salt and why this is my favorite salt, but I tend to need to get 1 or 2 bags every time. You can place an order directly through Baja Gold Salt, which is what this is. And I do have a coupon code if you don't use Azure or you don't have a pickup coming or you whatever reason and you want to try the salt, you can order directly through them. I'll put their link down in the description box below along with the coupon code where you can save on your orders through them. So I think it's really similar in price. Getting it from Azure, unless you use the coupon code, then I believe it is cheaper to get it directly through Baja Gold, especially if you get over a certain amount. I believe that it is free shipping. So good thing to note. So again, my favorite salt. I use it for everything, which is why we go through it so quickly. We use it in our cooking, in our baking, in everything. And it is a little bit different to get used to because it is like a wetter salt, I guess, but we're used to it now. I actually take it in a little container that I have, and I'll take it to restaurants if we ever go out, or it's like pretty much that little bottle's in my purse everywhere we go. So I always have a little salt on hand, and it's really good. It has minerals and electrolytes and things like that, so that if you feel dehydrated, it actually helps rather than makes you more dehydrated like some processed salts. So I also got some more of this organic barley malt syrup. This is the kind of malt syrup that I use to make bagels. So I'll put this in my bagel dough, and I'll also use this for my bagel water. And I've been out of this for a little while, and the last time I made bagels, I used molasses. And while it was still good, my whole family noticed it was a little different, and we kind of missed this barley malt flavor, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but it was different. So in my recipe for the bagels, I do say you can use brown sugar or molasses, but if you've never tried the like malt syrup before, I recommend giving it a try because it like levels it up just a little bit. While they are still good with brown sugar or molasses, and if I had never had the barley before, I probably wouldn't know the difference, but it is really delicious. And I'm almost out of my baking powder, so I like to get this aluminum-free baking powder. I like the one in the tin. They do sell like a pound bag of baking powder that you can get, but I like having this tin. We travel around. It's nice to have. I suppose I could pour it in a glass jar like I do my baking soda. I guess I could do that, but I like to just quickly be able to see, I know my baking soda's in a jar and my baking powder's in the can. I don't know, it just makes sense to me. Okay, and to go with that hand soap, this is the food grade vegetable glycerin. So I went ahead and got this to try with the hand soap. It may or may not be something I enjoy making, I don't know. But we're gonna give it a shot. If not, this can be used also instead of alcohol for extracts like vanilla extract and stuff like that. So we could use it for that if we don't like it for the soap. Okay, and then I got some organic virgin expeller pressed coconut oil. So we like to use this at a lot of things, and this is one of the healthy oils to use. And I love they use their canning jars. So if you do any canning and you get anything in their jars, you can reuse these when they're empty and as canning jars, storage jars, whatever. I mean, of course you would want a new lid for it, but okay. Speaking of canning, it's something I'd really like to get into, so let me know down in the comments below if you're interested in watching me fumble around and learn how to can, because I've never done it, guys. Can you believe that? I've never done canning. So I like to do things from scratch. I like to do all the things that I can do. I have been wanting to can for like so long, many, many years. And I haven't found a way to do it in here because most canners don't work with an induction top, and I have one induction top burner in here. I don't have a stove. But I'm trying to think creatively. Maybe I could get like a coil burner top, just one of those single ones, maybe just used for canning, and find somewhere to put it. I don't know. So we'll see. Let me know down in the comments below if that's something that you're interested in or not. Okay, and then I got some organic castor oil. So lots of benefits for that just to have on hand. Let me know your favorite remedies and how you like to use castor oil, because I've heard so many things and I figured I just need to get some on hand. Okay, and then I got red wine vinegar. This one I chose to get the glass bottle. I really prefer the glass bottles on the things. Like the glycerin is glass And the barley syrup is glass. The coconut oil, of course, is glass. Castor oil is glass. The Castile soap is, this one's plastic, but I'm not eating it. So they do have the option for a little bit slightly less expensive to get plastic, but I just usually opt for the glass. I know that seems weird. We're traveling around. I've switched everything that I can to glass, but luckily we have had pretty much no breakage. We've had a couple of chips at the top of some of ours and we just have to toss those. But all in all, most of this thick glass travels pretty well, guys. Okay, and then we got a organic unpasteurized soy sauce. I've never tried this brand before. Our favorite soy sauce is from Trader Joe's. We did get another kind of soy sauce from Azure, which was decent, but it was not our favorite. So I figured let's give this one a try. So I've never used this one. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys have used this one. It is, ingredients are organic soybeans, mountain spring water, organic whole wheat, and sea salt. So very nice ingredients. I know a lot of soy sauces have some not so great ingredients. Okay, and then this is the flyer I was talking about. This one will have, this one's for July, so this will have like all of the new products coming out, all of the sales, any spotlights or anything like that. It's pretty good reading material. And then the last two things I got were 2 maple syrups, you know, to use with the maple syrup cookbook. So this one, I got the dark and robust and the amber and rich. So you've seen me buy the little jar of these separately, and we were trying to see which one we liked better. We enjoyed both of them, and it was hard for me to tell the difference because I did not have the side-by-side comparison. So I really only had like this one for a couple months and then this one for a couple months. So I'm like, I'm gonna get one of each. We can use them in our cookbook, and I can do a taste test to see which one we prefer. So I thought that would be fun. And these are also in glass. Okay, and then the flyer. So the last thing is the fruit and veggie box, which let me move these back here so I have some space. Okay. All right. So this is exciting for me because I haven't seen, I mean, of course I can see through the crack and I can see that there's like grapefruit in there, but all in all, really. Okay. So what do we got here? All right, so the grapefruit, we got 2 grapefruits, which are amazing. At least they were last month. Okay. And we've got, I'm trying to find all the like fruits and vegetables. 2, looks like 4 oranges. So these make really good orange chicken with that soy sauce. Also, we made like a carne asada last night, and in the past we've always done it with like lime and cilantro. And we had oranges, and we decided let's try some orange because I had looked up some things, and apparently orange, lemon, and lime. I didn't have any lemons at the time. Make the carne asada flavor and the marinade for the meat better, and wow, it made a huge difference. So if you haven't tried lime and orange together on your carne asada marinade, it is very delicious. And of course, those oranges are good for fresh eating as well, or orange juice or anything like that. Okay, and then we got, which these flew out of our house last month, were these little tiny, I guess, mandarin oranges, or I don't know, they're the little tiny ones. These could be like those peach ones. I don't know, because they're like short and flat. So these were amazing and they went really quickly. And then we have some apples, which these were really good last time too. It looks like I might have a couple different varieties because we have 2 in here that are like really, really bright red, and then the rest of them are more like Honeycrisp maybe, or Gala, I'm not sure. So that's nice to have. Okay. We got 2 really nice looking zucchinis or squash. And we got 3 jalapenos. So that would have been nice to have with the carne asada, but I did not have any last night. But we did also get 3 avocados. So I see some guac in my future. Love homemade guacamole. Okay, and then last box, I got 2 beets, and I said, guys, what do I do with beets? I've never had them before. So we took some of your suggestions and roasted them with like some other vegetables, and they turned out really good. I was actually surprised. So I might need some more recipes because I got 3 more beets. So let me know more. A lot of you gave me a ton of other suggestions I can go back to the last video and look at, because we did, of course, we couldn't try all the ways. So that will be fun to try something else out with these. But nothing went to waste in our last box. It was like wonderful having a huge variety of produce, all organic. So super great. Okay, then we got some golden potatoes, which are delicious in just about anything. We go through a lot of potatoes. But I mentioned that guac. I don't have any limes because I used all of those up, but I did get 6 lemons. So we can go ahead and do that. Also, I see in here 2 onions. So that is, I love how we have little meal building here as we go along. Okay, I already did the beets, I did the potatoes, and we got a pineapple, and the last pineapple that we got in the box last month was delicious. So this one looks wonderful as well. And the last thing in here is a small little bunch of celery. So now this does look like it needs to be used pretty quickly. There's a couple little spots on some of these outside stalks, but it is very firm, so that's good. Okay, so that's everything in here. I went ahead and put the potatoes, beets, and celery back in here, and onions, so I can put all of this stuff away. So let me go ahead and get the spelt open so that I can pour that in the bucket so you can take a look at the quality of that. Here's our spelt. This is the old stuff. I have a little left. This looks nice, beautiful, clean, smells fresh. Awesome. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today while I unbox my June Azure Standard Haul. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found something fun or exciting to try out next time. If I need to try something from Azure and you haven't seen me get it yet, put it down in the description box below. Let me know if there's anything I really need to try or anything that you don't like from there. I always love hearing from you guys. I try to answer and get to all the questions down in the comment section with all my videos as best as I can. So thanks so much for hanging out with me, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends, and thanks for stopping by Grains and Small Places. Goodbye.